Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. By the title of the video and the screen you're watching now, you're going to see that this is going to be a very different type of video. So if you're not a member of the Discord, or you haven't really been following me on Twitter, we have been doing some solo Pokemon FireRed runs lately. I've ran through with Beedrill, I've ran through with Shuckle, I've ran through with Scyther, Onyx, Mankey, quite a few different people, and the whole reason that I've done that, or Pokemon rather, the whole reason that I've done that is because while I was out of town a couple weeks ago, I didn't have my computer with me. So searching through YouTube, I found a pretty interesting channel, and that individual was doing some solo Pokemon runs with some rather strict rules. So the first, or of many rules, is outside of using something to help you change your starter, no other cheat devices are allowed. No save scumming, basically using the emulator to save, because you can kind of save state and trick your way through a couple of things. No items in battle. No saving in between Elite Four members and things like that. Pretty strict rules, and I've watched almost every single video that this individual has done, and it's pretty neat. So I took to doing that same similar challenge on FireRed, and I thought that this run would be better in video form than just me doing it and you guys seeing the end result. So we are going to be running through with Magikarp. Now, in Generation 1, Magikarp is actually impossible to beat Red and Blue because it learns only Splash and Tackle. Splash does nothing, and Tackle is a normal move. You can use, however, another move with all Pokemon, that is Struggle. Once you run out of power points, you get a move called Struggle. It deals recoil damage, and in Generation 1, I cannot remember right now off the top of my head, but recoil damage actually does more than any other generation. So it's hard to manage your HP, it's hard to play through, and Struggle happens to be a normal type move. After Generation 1, that typing was changed to typeless. So it can hit ghosts, and that's where the game kind of ends for you in Generation 1, is the Pokemon Tower. And even if you were to make it through the Pokemon Tower, for whatever reason, you would get stopped in the Elite Four because Agatha has 2 Gengars and a Haunter. So we have changed up the starters. This one is Charmander, we kept this one normal. Bulbasaur we kept in its normal position. And what I have done is I have changed Squirtle to Magikarp. And I did this on purpose so that my rival will get Bulbasaur. I am weak to grass. As a Magikarp, it is only a water type. Also, this will give him a Gyarados, and it will give him an Arcanine, which gives me a double attack lowering once I'm fighting him at the higher levels. What do we want to call this thing? This is Your Holiness. Carpe. Yes. So, a few other things that have changed in Generation 3, obviously, is Pokemon have abilities. That is something that they didn't have in Generations 1 or 2. Natures are another thing. It has an Adamant nature, which I believe boosts its attack. And it's got Swift Swim, which raises its speed in rain. It doesn't matter for us because Magikarp cannot learn any TMs, it cannot learn any HMs. For the sake of this run, we are going to be using other Pokemon, but not in our battles. We are going to be using a couple of them for HMs. One last look at the old Carp here is its only move when you first get it is Splash, which is a move that does nothing. And we have 40 power points. So I wanted to take a second in the middle of this clip to kind of hit you with a disclaimer. We are going to be using the speed up feature throughout this run. This run is compiled of 55 or so clips. It's going to be a long run. It did take me a long time. I've got 50 plus hours in this run, and had I not used the speed up, it would have taken much, much longer. So, just to forewarn you guys, it is going to be sped up and stuff like that. So if you can't watch it because of that, I apologize. But again, this is a rough run. It took a long time for us to complete it, and I just wanted to throw this warning in so you guys wouldn't be caught off guard. So this initial battle with Gary, we are going to lose, which is just how it is. We're gonna speed this up so I don't have to sit here and go through all of this, but another thing to note, we are going to use items in battle for this run. It's almost impossible for me to beat the Elite Four and a few of the other gym trainers without using some X items. Outside of X items, we're not going to use any items in battle, and that's okay. So, first things first, we gotta do the typical stuff. We've gotta go up to Viridian, we've gotta get the parcel, we've gotta come back, we've gotta get the dex. There's all kinds of things that we need to do. We are gonna speed up through some of this, which I'm not gonna show too much on camera. But I want to talk about just a few more things. This trainer right here is very important that we talk to because it gives us a potion. We grabbed the one out of our PC when we first started, giving us 2 potions to start with. Fun fact, this guy right here in FireRed, or regular red and blue, gives you a potion, but the Viridian Pokemart actually does not sell potions. Pretty interesting. The next thing that we need to do is, of course, run from these battles, and then we need to go up to Viridian City and grab one more potion. Potions are going to be our friend at the very beginning of this run, because you may be asking yourself, how are we going to level up Magikarp to get an attacking move when all it knows is Splash? Well, if you remember back, all Mons have a move called Struggle that we can use, and after we waste 40 power points, we can use that move, which is where the potions come into play. For reference, Magikarp learns Tackle at level 15, and it learns Flail at level 30, which is a change in Generation 3. So, we are going to head back, get the Pokedex, and then really get this run started. So now that we've gone through and we have the Pokedex, we have our Pokemon, there's a couple of things that we can do. Normally, you can go this way out to Route 22, and you can fight the rival battle that happens here. This is an optional battle just on the other side of these trees. We are not going to do that. That is technically the second rival battle. The first one was in Professor Oak's office. We're not going to do that because there's absolutely no way that our level 5 Magikarp is going to beat him. He has a level 9 Pidgey and a level 11 starter. We have talked to this guy already. He showed us how to catch Pokemon, which we are going to be catching Pokemon. We are going to be catching ourselves probably a Pidgey or a Spearow. We're going to be catching ourselves a Paris. We are also going to be catching ourselves, well, we're going to be gifted a Lapras. Those are the 3 Pokemon that we are going to use outside of Magikarp, but only for HM moves. We are going to catch a bunch of other Pokemon because we need HM5 for Flash. I'm not 100% ready to get through Rock Tunnel yet. And I want to catch a total of 20 Pokemon so that we can get the Everstone that a aid gives us outside of Rock Tunnel, so that we don't have to worry about continuously pressing B when fighting with Magikarp. So now that we have made it to Viridian Forest, this is where the run actually can get started. The first thing that we are going to need to do outside of collecting a few items is we are going to need to find ourselves a Metapod or a Kakuna to fight. Because the only moves that they know is Harden. If we were to try to waste our splash moves against like a Weedle or a Caterpie, they are going to do damage to us. And therefore, we are not going to be able to gain that many experience points before we have to go back to the Pokemon Center. And going to the Pokemon Center both heals your HP as well as your power points. So, the first thing that we're going to need to do is a ton of grinding. And there we go. Another potion. I actually did buy myself a fair amount of potions. I got myself 6 antidotes and then used the rest of the money for potions, so we are sitting at 12. 8 of those were bought, 4 of those were found. Pikachu! Nope. So what we need to do now is just run through this grass until we find a Kakuna or a Metapod. And just a couple of minutes later, here we go, we have a Kakuna. Now we can sit here and use Splash. And as a matter of fact, I need to turn battle animations and faster text on and those things. But we can sit here and spread or utilize Splash a bunch of times. Cannot remember the PP of Harden, but I think we can get away with using about 15 or 20 splashes before we probably need to run. Because eventually, Kakuna will run out of power points, and of course, we will then get hit with a struggle move. In Generation 1, Pokemon did not have power point usage, so that was not a thing that you had to worry about. So we're going to continue our grind. Now, I accidentally hit fight to show off the 0 power points, but it will make you use struggle instantly. We don't want to fight this Kakuna now that we've wasted all of our power points. We want to run because it has used all the Hardens it can. And Magikarp has some of the best stats I've ever seen. 7 attack, 11 defense, 6 special attack, 7 special defense, and 14 speed. That is abysmal. So, we are now going to have to run through the grass and do some more grinding after we remember to turn text speed to fast, battle scenes off. Good to go, right? Good to go. Perfect. And now comes the time when it's just a ton of grinding, and this is why the potions become important. Because we're hit with a recoil. We're also going to take a little bit of damage potentially from these Pokemon. Right there, he used Tackle. So now it's all about HP management. And the potions will give us the biggest chance to stay the longest amount of time in Viridian Forest. There are a few trainers that we need to fight, but they start out with level 6 Pokemon, and our level 5 Magikarp is not going to do much damage for them. But now we're doing some damage, and 30 experience points is a long way off of what we need. But one other thing that's smart to do is probably avoid these Weedles. I actually had to come back to the forest because I fainted. It's better just to attack Caterpies because Weedles know Poison Sting and you can get poisoned. You're already dealing with recoil damage and the potential for a use of Tackle. It's better just to avoid these guys. Another thing that I found out is there are 30 power points to the Harden move, so you can sit there and you waste 30 of your turns at least fighting a Metapod or a Kakuna. Now, potions only get you so far. I made it to level 9, and I believe, yeah, we're 121 experience points to level 10, but I am completely out of potions, and so now I have to do this grind where I come back to the Pokemon Center and heal my Pokemon, and then I go back to the forest. I have to fight 2 Metapods or Kakunas, and then we can grind for a little while, and we're probably going to do that until we get Tackle. Once we get Tackle, we can mow through some of the trainers, get ourselves through Viridian, and then meet our next challenge. There is one more potion that we can get right here in Viridian Forest. This is towards the end of it. We're still at level 10. Just grinding away. Need 162 experience points. So I'm probably going to take to fighting some of the trainers here to gain some boosted experience. But yes, we are grinding. I was actually mistaken. There is one other potion I forgot about in front of the last trainer coming out of Viridian City. Or Viridian Forest, rather. There is another potion, and we've been grinding for about 45 minutes. We're getting there. We're getting there. Well, here it is. This should be level 15. Yes! Oh my goodness. That took over an hour to grind this out. Because you don't want to fight Kakunas, you don't want to fight Metapods, you don't want to fight them because of Harden, and it takes longer, and the more attacks you do, the more PP, or I'm sorry, health you're gonna lose. Now, we have some options here. We are level 15, we could go take on the junior trainer in Brock's gym. We can also take on Brock himself. But he has a level 14 Onix that is going to do some serious damage to us. Tackle is a 35 power move, where Struggle is a 50 base power. So we might still want to use the Struggle strats to finish out Brock, but I think we're going to need to gain a few more levels, which are going to be a lot more easy for us now that we have an attacking move. Oh boy. So our grind is not over. Alright, we are level 18. That didn't take too long, that only took about 20 minutes of just mashing buttons. And we're going to take on this junior trainer. We're going to see how Magikarp does against a real trainer. This guy has a Geodude and a Sandshrew. Sandshrew is just a Trollymon that does nothing but sand attack. And that was a critical hit, so we don't even really know what this is going to do. What's worrisome about the Geodude right there, not very effective, and now Defense Curl. Oh, this battle's going to take forever. But we can speed it up. And watch our health slowly deplete. So this is kind of a precursor to the fight with Brock. I lost. Yeah. He's got a Geodude and then an Onix. I believe a level 12 Geodude and a level 14 Onix that we've got to get through. We got to do some more grinding. But instead what we are going to do is we are going to take on this junior trainer again. Level 20 this time. So let's see how well Magikarp can do against this Geodude 10 levels higher than it is. Slowly running out of power points and slowly running out of HP. It looks like it's going to beat us again. Now, using the same tactics as we did to grind to level 15, wasting our splashes, we wasted both our splash and our tackle, which is an insane thing to do. But we're going to try the base power 50 move against this junior trainer. And we're going to speed it up because it's going to be fast. But as you see, we're whittling this thing down a lot faster. We've got a Sandshrew left, and we're doing a much better job than when it was just tackle. Of course, this thing has used Defense Curl and a bunch of sand attacks to where I'm not even landing a single move and it can whittle me down. So we might have to do a little bit more grinding level-wise before we can beat this guy. As a matter of fact, I went and just tried to beat him again, and of course this time I beat him with 6 health left. But that is the camper done. So the question is, if I go to heal Magikarp, can I take Brock on in a very similar fashion and get through both his Geodude and his Onix? Back in Gen 1, yes, I might have been able to, because Onix only knew Tackle, Defense Curl, and Bide. But in this generation, he knows Rock Throw instead of Bide, so... or Rock Tomb, rather, which is the TM that you get from Brock. So, we're gonna try it. We're gonna go back to Viridian Forest and grind our moves away, and let's see if we can beat Brock at level 20. Well, we're gonna take on Brock here, and we're gonna speed this up, and we're gonna give this a shot with the struggle strats. Now, I don't know how well this is gonna go. We need a couple of lucky crits, not necessarily against the Geodude. We need him against the Onix. But starting this with less than half health, it just... there's no way we're gonna be able to do it. So I think what we're gonna end up having to do is level up Magikarp a few more levels, which is going to take forever. We're getting like 50 max experience from the Pokemon that we can battle right now. I do only need 27 experience right now to get my next level. So yeah, back to grinding. Here goes at level 22, the same attempt. Boy howdy. This is going to take a while. And like I said, if we don't get any lucky crits, there's no way we're gonna beat this Onix here. It's just too strong.
Alright, so at level 24, and after 4 attempts, we managed to beat Brock. We have 5 HP left, but we did do it. So if you guys are thinking, alright Zap, you've gotten past Brock, he's a real hard trainer to do unless you have a move that's good or neutral against rock, should be smooth sailing from here, you would be absolutely incorrect. We have a few more things and obstacles in our way, those being Lieutenant Surge, Erica, and the Elite Four is going to be tough. There's nothing easy about this run with Magikarp, but getting through Mount Moon and getting to Cerulean City, we should have a fairly decent time considering now we are slightly over-leveled. But keep in mind, we do only know Tackle and Splash. We learn Flail here at level 30, and once we get to level 30, we will go over the mechanics of Flail. As for now, we're going to heal up, and we're going to make our way to Mount Moon. So there are a couple of things that we are going to talk about in our journeys to Mount Moon. We did make it over here. We gained a level, which is pretty good. But these little squiggly bits of grass like this right in front of me, this indicates a berry. And this is the way you find any and all berries in FireRed and LeafGreen. This is a persim berry. They are in squiggly bits of grass like that all out throughout this playthrough, and we will have to keep a note. Some of these are going to come in very handy. Now, at the beginning, I said there are 12 rare candies in this game that we can find. So we only need to get our Magikarp to level 88, and then essentially we can just rare candy it up to level 100. This is the first of those rare candies in Mount Moon. It's a nice little start. We are not going to use them. You don't want to use them in the beginning anyway because of the experience gain. Right now, as it sits, you know, we need 644 to get to the next level. We have 20,000 experience points as it sits now. Later on, it's going to take thousands upon thousands of experience to gain a level, so rare candies are very valuable. Once we're in Cerulean City, there is a second rare candy. right here. So that is 2 out of 12 that we can collect. Very nice. Now that we're in Cerulean City, we have a couple of options. We can go fight our rival, or we can go fight Misty. Misty's going to be a little bit difficult because we only have Tackle. So I am going to fight the gym trainers and give Misty a shot. Now hopefully Misty won't be too problematic, but it's a level 18 Staryu and a level 21 Starmie. Their claim to fame is Water Pulse in Gen 3, but this thing has Recover. As you can see, this is not really where we want to start out. Misty is a problem. So let's go give our rival a run for his money. Well, it seems like a clip is missing from my recording, and I think it got deleted when some of the other clips from Seopolis got deleted. So I don't know if it was an accidental deletion on my part, or if it was just something that happened, right? It does happen. So anyway, we went to go battle our rival, and we were unsuccessful. So I went to the grass outside of Cerulean City, to the left of Cerulean City, and did some grinding to get to level 30 to get Flail. So Flail is an interesting move throughout the generations. In Generation 3, they changed Flail specifically to where it can cause a critical hit, and that was something that wasn't actually utilized in Generation 2 or 1. So, what it says is Flail can now cause critical hit, and its damage is now varied by a random factor during damage calculation. That's about it. That's all the new news for Generation 3. So if we look at the chart that should be up on the screen right now, kind of behind the stuff that's going on with the intro to Pokemon FireRed, it says that if our HP is less than 68.75%, it is a base power 20 move. If our HP is between 35% and that 68 3/4, it's 40. If it's between 20.83 and 35.42, we have a base power of 80. If it's between 10.42% and 20.83%, we have a base power 100. And if we have between 4.17 and 10.42% HP, that means we're going to do a base power 150 move. And if we have less than 4.17%, we have a base power 200 move. Makes Flail a very powerful move if you know how to use it and manipulate the HP of your Pokemon. That is a very dangerous game to play, though, when you have such a weak Pokemon like Magikarp. So, with all of that being said, we are now going to attempt our rival with Flail, and let's see how it plays out. Alright, so we did the grind. Our Magikarp is now level 30. We have 8 HP out of 69. So if we do the math for our Flail calculations, that means I have 11% roughly of my health, which means I am going to do a base power of 100 attack. So this is going to be the strat, hopefully going forward, and we don't need to use Struggle. We are going to battle Gary, however, and let's see how we do. We lost. So I think what we're going to need to do is get into that 200 power range, which is 0 to 3% of health, right? So I'm going to need to go get into a wild battle, use Splash, and try again. Alright, so now we are down to 3 HP. This puts us in 200 power range. Let's go battle Gary and see how we fare. It quick attacked me. Oh no. Is this gonna be the thing? I put myself in quick attack range.
Yep. So his Pidgeotto is just going to slaughter me every time. Well, I guess we can go try Misty. That's something. Misty is one of those things where we don't need the badge right away. It allows us to use Cut outside of battle. But for progression, at least to get to Vermilion, we don't need her badge. Flail almost took out the Staryu, but it took me out. So I think what we're gonna do is try a full health type deal and fight Gary one more time. This is a Magikarp run. It's gonna take some time to beat this. Oh no 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 no. Alright. So we're gonna save our file here. And we're gonna try it. So right now, Flail is a 20 base power move. Took us out. So I think we're just gonna have to throw ourselves at Gary a few times and see what RNG gets us. Well, it seems as though a lot of clips have been deleted because of whatever happened, and the reason that I was missing so many clips for Seopolis. So I had to throw myself at Gary multiple times, and I did just keep throwing myself at him until RNG worked in my favor, and we did beat him. We then went up the route, and we fought all the trainers. We made our way all the way to Bill. We got the SS ticket. We came back. There's nothing really to note up there other than an ether that's just outside of Bill's house. But I have since actually saved over my my file where I beat this game, so I can't actually show you guys. Right here should be a slot. And if we go back into the FireRed and we load this, it's gonna load it from here because I hit the wrong button. So essentially what we did is we then went to go fight Misty. We were unsuccessful with her. So we decided to go on the SSN. There's a lot of trainers that we can fight. There is a few TMs that we can pick up. Nothing too crazy. There's no rare candies or anything like that on the SSN. Otherwise, I would make my way all the way to the SSN to show you. And then we fought Gary. And Gary, again, was a struggle. This is the 4th time we fought him. I did fight him out on Route 22, which is the 2nd time you fight him. The 1st time is in Professor Oak's lab. The 3rd time was the Cerulean City that you just watched, and the 4th time is the SSN. And we were unsuccessful the first few times, but let's see what happened this time.
20 times I threw myself at Gary before I finally got even close to the being able to beat him like I showed you guys last time. I was getting ready actually to head off the SSN and do some training because there is a route where we can fight some trainers. But I made it. I made it, and I made it just barely. Where I lucked out was instead of missing against the Raticate or it using Quick Attack, I was able to attack it, and then the Kadabra used... What did it use? It didn't use an attacking move, but I have very, very low health. So yeah. We got extremely lucky, and the SSN is done. We still have a couple of hurdles. So, Lieutenant Surge's gym badge allows us to use Fly, and obviously we're not going to be able to do much in Lieutenant Surge's gym. Not for a little while. Misty's badge allows us to use cut, so we're gonna have to go back and get it. There we go. But first, we're gonna head over to the right. What is this, Route 11? Yes. And there's a few trainers out here and a couple of items that we can get, and we're just gonna do a little bit more training. So we're going to attempt Misty once again. And we got a level 39 Magikarp, and I have an X attack and an X defend, and these two items are going to play paramount to this run. So hopefully we can do something against her. We're not gonna listen to what she has to say. Let's throw up an X defend. It used a defend. We're gonna hit an attack, and let's smash it with a few tackles and watch our health as it just bounces back and forth between its 3 moves. Okay. Dang it. It's really hard to beat, somebody with such a Pokemon like this. It's used Harden, and we get a few tackles off, and it uses Recover. And then it'll hit us with a Water Pulse or 2. Look at that. It is absolutely ridiculous. There we go. There we go. We got lucky. We got lucky. Getting into the low HP range is real nice to have that base 200 power move. But you can see I'm level 39 and I'm fighting Misty, who's level 21. I'm not going to be able to level up Magikarp to fix all my problems, right? So, the good news is, beating Misty, we can now grab our Paris and we can use Cut. We can go get ourselves the TM for Flash, and we can go all the way to Celadon City, Lavender Town, Saffron City. We can go all the way. We don't have to use Fly. Fly is just like a quick way to get through things. So we have to beat Lieutenant Surge eventually, but I think it's going to wait a little while. Celadon City is where the X items are sold, so that's going to open up some things for us. But getting through Rock Tunnel is going to be a challenge. There's a bunch of trainers out this way heading towards Rock Tunnel, and I am going to want to buy some items. I do have a few things that I can sell to get more money. I've got a nugget here. What else? The Stardust, this doesn't really sell. I think it's like 3,500 bucks. So there's a few options for us to get some things, but our next goal is to, like I said, head back towards Viridian and get the TM for Flash. Goodness. It's early in the morning when I record these kinds of things. Even this, I'm doing in the morning, so bear with me. Right in this spot on the route to Rock Tunnel is our 4th rare candy. Right here where I'm standing, it's just before you hop down and you could potentially fight this picnicker, and then you come over here and this is Route 10, and the Pokemon Center before Rock Tunnel is right here. I do want to fight that picnicker just to gain a little bit more experience. I also want to get the berry that's right here. There's one more right over there that we can see, but before I fight anybody, we're going to go in here and we're going to talk to the aide. Because this guy wants me to have 20 species of Pokemon and it will give me an Everstone. Have done that, so now I have the Everstone, and there's been a couple of times I've been zooming through the game with the speed up, and I've almost missed pressing the B button on Magikarp. So we're going to give this thing to it, And now, we don't have to worry about that. Pretty nice deal. Plus, I can heal real quick. And now we can go back and do a little bit more training. We are level 40. I have also bought myself a couple of repels, a bunch of super potions, and some antidotes to get myself hopefully through Rock Tunnel. I know the path pretty well, but I do have Flash to get me through. There's a couple of trainers that I'm going to have to fight that are hikers, and they are going to be terrible. One of them has 2 Geodudes and a Graveler, the other one has like a Machop and an Onix. We're going to try to avoid as many of those types of trainers as we can, but it's going to be fun. So one thing that I've done is I come back to this patch of grass to the left of Nugget Bridge, and I have wasted all of my power points for Splash, Tackle, and Flail. We're going to hit ourselves with a super potion because I am to the point where I can't beat one of the hikers. The first one leads with an Onix, and the other one is the 2 Geodudes Graveler. The one that had the Machop Geodude combo, I beat him. So this should be the last struggle part of Rock Tunnel, and not the last struggle part of the run. So we're going to try this with struggle strats. One thing that I did to make this easier on myself is my Paris. It knows Dig, so that allows me to leave caves and stuff a lot faster. And I do have to pay attention right here because I have not fought this hiker either. And I don't want to. The hikers are the pains. There's another hiker just below me right here, and there's an item to the right. It's a burn heal. I don't need it. I'm not going to get it. This hiker also, we're going to avoid him. Rare candy spot. And yeah, we're just going to continue on. It's a grind. This whole run is going to be a grind. I'm not sure this is going to probably be a pretty lengthy video, but I hope you guys enjoy it. That truly was the key. This hiker right here has 3 Geodudes and a Machop. The more Pokemon they have, the less the levels, so that was the easier of the two. We're not going to fight the lower hiker there, and we're not going to fight this hiker here, which is pretty nice. We're close. We've got this floor to do, and one more, and then we're out of here. I was wrong. We've got this hiker here. This is the 3 Geodudes and the Graveler. This guy is going to be tough. I am using potions because I don't have a lot of other choices. There's no way I could get through this without taking all this recoil damage. 2 Geodudes and a Graveler. Yeah, we've got to do it. There's no way to beat it. So, Magikarp, unfortunately, we can't do this itemless. But as you can see, we can persevere depending on the sheer size of our wallet. But this is it. This is the end. This is the last floor. I can't avoid that fight. I can't avoid that fight, which is really nice. There is just one more battle that I have to do. And it's this one. Should be relatively easy as long as we watch our HP. And we don't let ourselves get poisoned. Sleep is fine. I forgot to mention that I beat the Bulbasaur on the SSN from our rival because I equipped that Chesto Berry. Excuse me? Okay. What do I do? There we go. Paris is going to get a little bit of experience for being drug out by Whirlwind, but that's okay. I am going to make a save. Because I don't want to goof, but there is the exit to Rock Tunnel. We've made it. We've made it to Lavender Town, which is really nice. There's a couple of trainers there. There's a berry here. I can never remember what these are.
so I'm not too worried about it. That guy will actually try to battle us, so we don't want to do that. And hopefully that is the end of needing our struggle strats. We've used them for a good portion of this. Normally the game, if you were new to playing the game, you would go up Lavender Tower. You would make it all the way to the top of the tower, realizing that you need the Sylph Scope to see the Ghost of Marowak. So then you would go and do all the other things. We are going to need to use struggle strats to get through this tower, because struggle is a typeless move, and it's the only way we're going to be able to beat some of the Chandlers and stuff. But for now, we're going to head through Route 8, and we're going to head to Celadon City. We made it to Celadon City, and I'm in the Rocket Hideout, and this is where we start getting some serious items hidden. Like, there's a PP up in this tree here, and we're going to get some X items. We're going to get some, like, calciums and things like that. Vitamins for us to hopefully boost our Magikarp. So we are going to do the Rocket Hideout. And of course I'm about to die, so I didn't want to use very many items in battle, but I also don't want to sit here and struggle. We have struggled through a very long game so far, so I'm going to use a bit of items. But Erica is another gym leader that we are going to have to leave for a later date. I don't think there's any way Magikarp can take him on. And after we beat the Rocket Hideout, I might go take on Lieutenant Surge so I can use the ability of flying. Because we can go through Saffron. I did grab the tea that you need, the key item. And yeah, we're going to go through here. We're going to go through the Pokemon Tower. And then probably most of the Sylph Company. We are going to grind the entire Sylph Company. There's a bunch of items in there and a bunch of trainers for us to gain a bunch of levels. Yeah. So, this could prove to be a little bit difficult, even this little hideout, because we have to face Giovanni, and he's got a couple of Rock-type Pokemon. But, yeah, it's a struggle, and we're going to keep on struggling. Forgot to mention this, in the Rocket Hideout, in the bottom floor, I believe this is the second floor? What is this one called? Rocket Hideout, basement, second floor, basement, third floor, is when we're actually going to pick up another rare candy. It is right here in this spot. So that gives us a total of, what, 5 now? Yes. So, it's a good thing to know where all these are, because we are probably going to have Magikarp at level 100 and utilize a bunch of X items, which I have bought. I have bought a bunch of X attacks and X defense to use against people like Giovanni. We can use them against Lieutenant Surge and things like that. A big reason I don't want to faint in battle is because of money. I've used all my money up. I've only got 2,600 Poke Coins there, but I don't want to lose all that money. We are going to need it. We can sell a lot of the vitamins that we're going to get from these places, the Rocket Hideouts and stuff. Some of them we want to use on Magikarp if we can, but once you get to a certain level, they no longer have any efficacy of boosting stats. So I beat Giovanni first try. I should have recorded this, but the X items makes a heck of a difference. And this allows us to have the Sylph Scope, because these two trainers right here, I could not beat. This one I'm looking at now has a Sandshrew and a Sandslash, and they are the most annoying trolley Pokemon that you can fight in this game. I had problems with them when I did the Shuckle run on my own, and I had problems fighting these guys just now. Sand Attack is just annoying as all get out. So, I used a bunch of X attacks. 6 is the most that you can use, and I was able to knock out Sandshrew, Sandslash, and then he has an Ekans. This guy over here has an Ekans, Sandshrew, and then an Arbok.
And I could not beat either one of these straight out without using X items. So now that we have access to those, I think our life is going to be relatively easy. There is one more trainer we don't technically have to fight. When we go up this elevator, but we're going to fight him anyway because all the experience is the best. But I've gotten all the items, I've cleared out the rocket hideout. This is the last guy that we have to fight before moving on. I beat all the trainers in this gym, and I'm going to take on Lieutenant Surge. This could end up being bad, but lucky for us, we're like 20 levels higher, and we can set up a little bit against the Voltorb. Hopefully that we pretty much take everything else out and not get that paralyzed chance. It's just going to be RNG luck at this point, where we might have to throw ourselves at Lieutenant Surge a couple of times. Before we can actually beat it. Like right there, we didn't get paralyzed, right? Which should make us faster than Raichu, and we beat him. I think I used one extra X attack. We only needed 3. But now what I can do is I can go get a Pidgey or something out of the box, and we can fly everywhere, which is really nice. So that adds our third party member to our team, but that's the only thing it's going to be doing. Yeah. The other thing that I've been doing is I've been selling off some of these. I collect all of the different TMs that we can find. I sell them off because, well, for obvious reasons. We don't need them. We can't learn them. We just need money. So with having the availability to fly, we can now go back to things like Lavender Town, and we can defeat the Pokemon Tower. So, one thing that I want to do is I want to get rid of Splash, right? This is an annoying move, 40 PP. It does nothing for us. Unfortunately, the move deleter is in Fuchsia City. So I actually have to beat the Pokemon Tower before I can actually go to Fuchsia. We need the Pokeflute from this. So the plan is we're going to go in here, we're going to fight our rival. Once we defeat our rival, we are then going to find a location to get rid of all of our splashes and tackles and flails. And then we are going to climb the tower. The reason that we have to do that is we have to have struggle so we can fight the Ghastlies, the Haunters that the Channelers have. So let's see how this goes. Pidgeotto, again, is a Trollymon. So we're going to use like 3 X attacks, and then it's going to drag Pokemon out, so we're just going to let it faint. This way it can't be drug out again. And I believe that that actually reset our X item moves. Yeah. 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 This is gonna take some time. You know what I should do? I should dump Paris and Pidgey in the box, so I don't have to worry about Whirlwind, and I don't have to worry about wasting X items because I don't have enough. Holy crap, I beat him. Oh, he had a Gyarados already, and an Growlithe. Look at that. 0 to attack. Goodness, goodness. So what I had to do is I had to go buy some X accuracies. I bought 6 of them. I used 6 and 6 of the X attacks and defense, and then I got lucky with RNG and popped 4 X accuracies, used the Hyper Potion I had, and that gave me enough health to beat out the Pidgeotto. His Ivysaur came in, I got off a tackle which did over half of its health. I needed one more tackle to kill it, but it put me to sleep and dropped my health pretty low. I was in the yellow range still. I beat it with one more tackle, out came the Gyarados. I hit it with a flail, which wasn't enough to kill it, but it dropped me into the red zone to where I was doing a base power 150 move. I hit it with the flail, killed it. I killed the Growlithe in one hit, and I killed the Kadabra with one hit as well. So what we gotta do now is go to the Pokemon Center, heal, and then go lose all of our power points so we can struggle, literally, our way through the Pokemon Tower. Now, something to note whilst we're climbing up the tower here is there's a little purification zone right here where you can heal your Pokemon. We need to avoid that. We do not want to step on that, otherwise we're kind of hosed, right? Because we don't have that much in the way of options of getting up the tower here. This is the last floor right here. We fight the Marowak just over there. So if I were to, let's say, beat all of these trainers, which this one is probably going to be rather tough. Well, maybe not. I worry about them using Curse when there's multiple Pokemon in the Chandler's party. We're actually going to make a quick little save because that's something I haven't done in a minute. But like I said, we have an option now that we're going up against the Marowak. We could go back, we could heal our Pokemon and then come up here to the top and hit it with our regular old moves, or we can just try to struggle our way through it. We've also got to fight 3 Team Rockets. Another thing to note is the 6th rare candy is right here in the Lavender Tower. So, what we're going to do is we are going to make another save. We actually did that prematurely because we're going to use 1 Super Potion, save, and we're going to fight the Marowak, who is level 30. We should probably hit some of our X attacks just to finish this out. And it doesn't look like this is going to be the viable option. So, we're going to go and use a escape rope and get out of here, heal up, and come back and try again. 2 things to note real quick while we're making our way back to Marowak. Number 1, the item that was in the middle of that little cleanse area was just a cleanse tag. That is a held item that lessens the random battles that you will get. It's not necessarily a item that we're going to need, right? The other thing to note is having Paris that we caught in Mount Moon is a nice thing on our team. There we go. He's beat. Because you can teach a dig. So rather than using an escape rope to get out of the Pokemon Tower, we could have used Paris had he been on our team. I'm going to use up my last Super Potion, and we're going to try to save Mr. Fuji. So now that we got Mr. Fuji saved, we do got to talk to him so he'll give us the Pokeflute. And we have many options from here. The game kind of opens up in a grander scale. The options that we have at the moment are to head to the Sylph Company. We could beat the Sylph Company. We could go beat the Fighting Dojo also in Saffron City. Those are some options. We can go to Fuchsia City, and we can take Route 12, Route 13, Route 14 to Route 15, which there's a lot of trainers across this route. We can take the cycling road down to Fuchsia City, which is a better option. There is a rare candy past the Snorlax on Route 12, and there is a rare candy on Route 17 cycling road that we are going to need to get, and I am going to battle all of these trainers eventually. It's just going to take a lot of time to go down these 4 routes that we're on now. Once we get to Fuchsia City, we can go to the Safari Zone. We can get the HM for Surf. We can give the Gold Teeth to the Warden and get ourselves the HM for Strength. There is a rare candy there that we need as well. But my Surf and Strength Pokemon is going to be the Lapras that we get in the Sylph Company in Saffron City. Koga is going to be another gym leader that is going to be extremely difficult. Poison-type Pokemon are very, very trolly, and I do believe that I have a Pecha Berry, or a couple, that we're going to put on ourselves, but getting through his trainers is what I am worried about. I've got two. I've got two that I can use. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to Fuchsia City. We're going to take the cycling path, which I believe I did not get the bicycle. I think I still have the voucher. Yep, so I'm going to Celadon City to get the bike. We're going to take Cycling Road and head to Fuchsia, battle some trainers along the way, gain some experience, and then we're going to find the move deleter and finally get rid of Splash. That is my next goal. So right here on Cycling Road, it's kind of hard to depict where this is, but there's a sign to our left. This is where the rare candy is. So if we go back up a little bit, we're to the far right. There's a trainer right here. It's the first one on this path. And basically, well, it's not the first one. It's the second one. The grass patch is right up here. I don't want to go too far right there. So you come down here, past this trainer 1 sign, past this trainer 2 signs. And right here, by the 3rd sign, is where the rare candy is. I'm avoiding some of these trainers for now, trying to just get myself into Fuchsia. Another thing to note is if you hold B, you can stop the bike from just pedaling on crazily. So yes, we're getting ourselves to Fuchsia first, so we can finally delete this Splash move. And then we're going to go through and probably just battle a bunch of trainers. I want to battle the trainers on the long route to Fuchsia City. I want to battle all the trainers on Cycling Road. I just need to get myself a absolute ton of experience and get Magikarp up to the way it could be. This is the fishing guy, right? I've got to find the house. I think, is it next to the Pokemon Center? Yes, it's not next to the mart. I think I remember these things, but I've never had to delete a move yet. It's Bill's grandparents. Yes. Yes! 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 Oh, God. The reason that is so important is when we go to fight Karen of the Elite Four, we are going to have to use struggle strats one more time. She's got 2 Gengars and a Haunter that we're going to have to struggle against. So that was a very, very important thing that we got to, is the move deleter. I'm so happy. Now we have a ton of training to do. As I said before, I want to battle all the trainers on these routes here, get the rare candy that coincides with Route 12 just south of the Snorlax. I'll show that on camera as well. I want to battle all the trainers on Cycling Road. I want to go into the Sylph Company and battle all of those trainers. We have a couple of hard fights ahead of us. We have our rival for the 6th time inside of the Sylph Company building. He is going to be difficult. He has, I believe, a Pidgeot at this time. He's going to have a Rhyhorn. He's going to have a Gyarados, and Growlithe, and a Venusaur at this point. It's not until we battle him before the Elite Four that all his Pokemon are fully evolved, but it is going to be a tough battle. We still have Erica in Celadon City to battle, and all of the trainers in her gym as well. Then we have Koga in his gym here. Those trainers are going to be very difficult as well. So, we've got a lot of trainers to fight, a lot of grinding to do before we do anything. Magikarp is level 47, and we're not going to fly. We're just going to go this way and start off by battling the trainers out here on Route 15. Now, I've been
grinding away. We've beaten a lot of trainers, but we are nowhere near finished with what we've got to do. I wanted to show off the rare candy location down here. So heading down Route 12, past where Snorlax is, this is where the sleeping Snorlax sits. We're going to continue down. We've beat all of these trainers so far. We're going to go past this cut tree, and we're going to go to this cut tree right here. Come over to this line of grass, and there is a rare candy right here. Very nice. So we now have 8 rare candies. There's only 4 more to find. Our Magikarp is level 52, which is really nice. It is insanely bad. 27 attack. I've tried to use some of the vitamins that I've found in some of the places, and none of them are effective, which means I can sell them for 4,900 Pokecoins, but yeah. We beat all these trainers here, and just to note, over here, if you come across this line and you stand here and face down, there is a PP up. I've gotten 2 of them. There are 3 in the game, and I believe the last one that I can find is going to be in the Sylph Company. Right now, my flail has 18 PP instead of the 15. The other 2, one was located right here, and one was located in the Rocket Hideout. I showed you guys that kind of early on. This guy right here, I haven't fought. These bikers with the coughings and stuff are just as annoying as Sandshrews and stuff from the Team Rockets, because they use smokescreen and stuff like that. It makes battling very, very difficult. We have gotten ourselves a fair amount of X attacks, though. I have 16 left. I had like 30 at one point. Oh, I've gotten the last PP up. That's right. I've been in the Sylph Company, just trying to go through that, just trying to battle more and more trainers, because I know Koga's going to be difficult. I think what I'm going to do next is potentially head over to the Fighting Dojo and take that out real quick, because I think that's going to be the next easiest thing for me to tackle. And then maybe actually go take on Erica's gym and see if I can't get another badge, because we're still sitting at 3 badges. And we've got a level 52 Magikarp. It's just a grind. That's all it is. So yeah, wish me luck. So on the 10th floor of the Sylph Company, right here where I'm standing, is another rare candy. That brings us up to 9. Right there. That's really good. So far, I've made it to Erica's gym. I beat all of the trainers there, but her victory belt takes me out very, very quickly. The Fighting Dojo itself, I've got to take 2 trainers back to back, and I can't get through that either. So I've decided to start clearing out some of the Sylph Company. That guy right there, I could battle, but he has Pokemon that are nasty. Nasty to water types, so we're just going to go back and forth to the Pokemon Center, and we're going to do our best to clear out the Sylph Company and gain some levels. Hopefully we get to like level 60 or something before we get out of here. The biggest problem with Koga's gym is going to be Koga himself. Coughing and wheezing are very bulky defensively, and we have a very weak attack stat. Combine that with moves like Smokescreen and Toxic that can poison us, it's going to be a very, very hard battle for us to win. Eventually, we're not going to be able to level past all of our problems. Obviously, there is a level cap, but hopefully we can still beat the Elite Four and things like that. I know it's possible, as grindy as it is.
Well, we've done a little bit of grinding. Our Carp is at level 58, and once again, I have a hard time beating the cyclist on Cycling Road, and Route 14 and 15, there's a few biker class trainers
They have a bunch of coughings and stuff who like to use smoke screens, so this battle with Koga could prove to be relatively difficult. Now, I do have another Pecha Berry that we can give to Magikarp, a self-cure for poison, and I do have myself a fair amount of antidotes for this as well. We've got some X attacks and X defense, so I think the only thing that we can do now is speed this bad boy up and go after him best we can. So he's got 2 coughings, a wheezing, and a muck, right? Nothing that's going to lower our... There's the cure for poison. Nothing that's going to lower like our attack or anything like that. But he is going to spam Toxic. So we're going to try to get this. I've got 4 to try to get greedy, because we do have a bunch of lowered accuracies. So Flail is going to be our best friend. We took out the muck in the first coughing. This coughing and the next wheezing make me really nervous because they know self-destruct. And so if I don't get off an attack and pay attention because I was speeding it up, we're gonna lose, which is fine. That's why I saved before Koga. I did forget to put the berry on Magikarp, so let us try this again. This time we are going to try to give ourselves a little bit of, or pay attention rather. I'm tired. The grind process has been excruciating. This is a very hard run to do. So there's 2, 3, 4 defense. 1, 2, 3, 4. An antidote, because we were paying attention this time. 5, and we are at the max attack. Let's go ahead and hit another antidote. And if we didn't have such a lowered accuracy, we could have won that battle. Again, this is going to be grindy, and it's going to take me multiple turns. I may have to take Magikarp out and do some grinding, and there are a few more trainers that we can go after, but right now as it sits, we're kind of in a holding pattern, right? We have our rival at the top of the Sylph Company that we can fight, but his Pokemon are a pain. We have the fighting gym, but I have to fight 2 fighters back to back, and I don't have time to heal up the Carp or any of that. I could take some of the money that I have and go buy some potions. We still have a decent amount of money. Because I've been selling off of things like TMs, and I've been selling off a bunch of the stuff that we collected from the Sylph Company. All of the vitamins that we collected, I sold, because we can't use them. So, we're just going to attempt this again, and see if we can't beat him. So I've done quite a bit of grinding, and it's just getting longer and longer and longer to get this guy up in levels. So, level 68, Magikarp here with the Pecha Berry. We're going to try Koga again. I'm now 10 levels higher, and I have made it a decent way into Koga's battle. The problem is his Mons use things like Minimize, Smoke Screen, and the constant poisoning is a pain. So I'm going to pop a couple of X attacks, because it's going to hit me with a move and try to poison me. 2, there is the poison, and moving on to Muck, and there we lost. So it's just going to be that. It's going to be a constant play back and forth of, okay, well, we use 2 X attacks. Let's try 3. Let's go ahead and hit an antidote. And let's do some... try to do some damage while keeping up the poison and not dying, right? Because hitting us with the smoke screens is just a pain, and now we're in this perpetual loop where we're never going to be able to heal out of the poison. So I need to actually save that in a better spot. And we'll try something like, I don't know, 3? We did good there. The problem is right here where we get into this, we're 23 health and poisoned. And I tried to go for Flail there to do a base power 200 move. It didn't work. At this point, it's all RNG luck with Koga. I could do some more grinding and get my level even higher. That's best case scenario right there. He hit me with one smoke screen and then did self-destruct. We're not going to change our mons. We're just going to go for it. And this is it's all RNG luck at this point. What's he gonna do, right? Is he gonna use a bunch of smoke screens? Is he gonna hit us with self-destruct? Is he gonna hit us with smog and poison us? There was our poison. I'm gonna go ahead and hit one more of those. We will then try to keep ourselves, again, we go into the perpetual loop, and I think 4 X attacks is the ticket. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm not doing this in real time because holy crap. We are gonna want to heal here. And I wasn't paying attention, I was watching his health. So yeah, this is my life. I could essentially, you know, I'm 30 levels higher than these mons. I could essentially go grind some more. But eventually, that's not going to be something that we can do. Eventually, we're not going to be able to grind. There is a level max in this game, obviously. And once we reach that, there's nothing we can do. So I know that this is fully possible, or otherwise I wouldn't have attempted this challenge. But I will tell you right now, I have played through FireRed many times. And I've played through with a multitude of Pokemon. I have played through with, yeah, we're just in a perpetual loop there where he's gonna hit me with more smoke screens and make life worse. But I've played through with mons like Shuckle, who in Gen 3 is not that great. Best case scenario... Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh. That's the farthest I've ever made it. But Shuckle is not a great Pokemon, especially in Gen 3. It's decent in Gen 2 because of the defense curl rollout bug. I don't know the details of it, but there is our 4 X attacks and an antidote. Painful. So recording a video like this, it makes things difficult. I goofed there because I don't want these clips to be as long as this one's gonna be. This is going to end up being a very long video, and we're trying to shorten this thing down. But what else can I do? You know, this is grindy, and every time I turn off the camera, I end up running into crap. end up running into beating the gym leaders and stuff like that the minute I shut the camera off. We're just gonna hit all all 6 attacks. We'll then hit an antidote. We'll try to take this bad boy out. I know that probably wasn't the best idea, because I got hit with more smoke screens. But the wheezing at the end is really, really tough. Anyway, when I go to shut the recording off, then it's like the next turn I end up beating the guy, right? So we're not gonna do that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Here we go. Here we go. We gotta run now. We gotta run now. Oh, snap. We did it. You guys just don't know, because you guys are seeing this in clip form. This has been 6 hours. 6 hours I've been trying to beat this dude. Oh, man. We did it. We got the soul badge, which is really good. And we got toxic, which doesn't matter. Do we have the gold teeth? I don't think I've been through the Safari Zone yet. The problem is I've kind of haven't played this in a while between the last couple of clips, because I was tired of grinding. Whew. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. So now that we have beat Koga, our next trip is going to be back to Saffron City and try to fight our rival at the top of the Sylph Company. Now again, just like the Koga battle, the thing that makes this battle difficult is his Pidgeot right here has Sand Attack. It's a super annoying thing. We're going to try to hit... I forgot about that. I forgot it also has Whirlwind. So now I've got to go back to the Pokemon Center and deposit the Paris and the Pidgey, because we're not doing it. We're not using any other Mons in battle. And the minutes that we were to switch, let's say we were to switch out Magikarp, right? To try to get rid of some of those accuracy debuffs versus our rival or versus Koga. Well, we lose our buffs from our X items, and so we're not going to do that. Same thing with Whirlwind. We lose the buffs that we have from our X items, so I don't want to do it. Back up here. 3rd floor. Down here, I have beat every single guy in the Sylph Company. We go to this tile here. We are then going to walk to here, and we are going to make a save. Because now, we are going to attempt this for real. So, I'm going to try to hit like 3 X attacks. Let's go 4. We're getting kind of greedy. But we're going to have some issues. There's a drop in accuracy, or oh my god, we did it first try. I was gonna say there was 2 drops in our attack because of the Intimidate on both Growlithe and Gyarados, but we did it. Oh, nice. And this guy right here is going to give us our Lapras. Yes, I will take Lapras. No, I don't want to give it a nickname. And that thing is going to be used for surfing and strength. If we come back this way, we come back to the 9th floor, and we can talk to this lady right here and heal us up. And there's actually one more rocket and then Giovanni, and then the game opens up. We're gonna make a save though. Rocket right here. This shouldn't be too bad. we're just gonna kind of do this one as a normal battle. I'm not gonna use any buffs or anything like that. And we got through it. Luckily, I almost didn't make it. And then one more heal up and boss Giovanni time. Thank you. So we're getting super lucky. The grinding paid off. As I said, or was saying in the last clip or two, there is an Ultra Ball right here. No, a Revive. My bad. Thought it was an Ultra Ball. I did a bunch of grinding, and then I kind of just shut the game off. And so I haven't played this in a while. But we should be fine. 2, 3... Antidote. I'm gonna go ahead and do the full 6. Because I'm not too worried about Giovanni's Pokemon. Oh, look at that. We grew to level 69. But this Kangaskhan can be a little bit of a bear. I forgot about his Rhyhorn. Yeah, Rhyhorn. So let's pop ourselves like 3 X defense. Just to boost up the defense a little bit. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3. Antidote. 4, 5, and 6. I should have hit a potion probably. Oh, come on. And then we'll just hopefully flail our way through this. So Kangaskhan is the one that I said I was a little worried about because it can pack a little bit of a punch. As you can see there, it did some serious damage, but it looks like his Rhyhorn obviously isn't going to take that much damage from Flail, so we've got to pay attention to that. But we beat Giovanni, and let's make sure we don't let our Magikarp evolve. Oh, this is so good. So, now that we have beat Giovanni, now that we have beat Kogo, we've got a couple of different things. We're going to go to the Safari Zone. We're going to get, I believe the... Let me double check here. Yeah, we're going to get the TM for Surf. We're going to get the Gold Teeth. We're going to get the TM for Strength. We're going to get our 10th Rare Candy. And then we have 2 options. From there. We can come to Saffron City and we can fight Sabrina. We can head back to Pallet Town and go to Cinnabar Island and fight Blaine. Those are 2 options that we have. Once those are done, we then have Giovanni in Viridian once more. We have our rival battle out on Route 22, the whole of Victory Road, and then of course the Elite Four and our final rival battle, completing this run with only a Magikarp. Only a Magikarp. So what I think I'm going to do is we're obviously going to heal. I'm going to grab my guys out of the PC here. So that we have our flyer, our cut guy. And I guess... we're almost level 70. Maybe we'll stay here and we'll go try to fight Sabrina real quick. So over at Sabrina, we are going to hit a couple of X attacks. And I'm just going to do the full... hit me with Future Sight. So most of Sabrina's Pokemon are going to be special attackers. And not really able to take a hit. That Venomoth made me really worried, and if I outspeed the Alakazam, which I did, it was really honestly an easy battle. They cannot take a physical attack. And so with that, we have beat Sabrina. That was actually probably the easiest fight I've done this whole run. Yeah, that was definitely the easiest fight I've done this whole run. This has been nothing but a grind. And we knew that coming in. It was fun when I first started. Now it's just starting to get ridiculous because there's not a lot of trainers that I can go grind from. We can go get the Versus Seeker and rebattle some trainers, but some of the best grinding spots are dudes with a bunch of coughings and stuff like that, and it just makes my life a lot harder. So, yeah, now it's the trek through the Safari Zone. Rather simple. If you don't do silly stuff like that, we are going to get ourselves Surf, get ourselves Strength. I'll show you the path. I guess we'll walk it. There's not too much in here that I want to pick up in the way of items. I believe that is a Quick Claw, which doesn't really matter. There's nothing as far as like rare candies and stuff in here. Full Restore may come in handy eventually, but not in this run. Actually, a pretty easy path to follow if you know the way. I have been doing so many runs from FireRed on my own. I've pretty much got all of this memorized. Okay, over here, up here. Then we go this way. This should be the Steel Wing TM. It is. I believe that this is a protein or something to that effect. We can sell that for more money and buy more X items because we are going to need them. But you come down here, straight down, there's the gold teeth. I kind of popped out of there a little fast. Over to the left, this is the TM for Double Team, which I don't need. And then this is the house with the Surf HM. Perfect. Thank you for Surf. And a neat little thing about FireRed and LeafGreen, you can actually come up here to retire, and we can exit the Safari Zone, no big deal. So let's go down to the Warden's house, give him his gold teeth, and get Strength, teach Lapras both Surf and Strength, and get that little item to the right there, which is a rare candy. I said I was going to show all of these off. We're showing them all off. The last two that we need to get, one is inside the Abandoned Mansion, and one is inside of Victory Road. Strength. Perfect. What badge do I not have? Oh, somebody forgot a badge. That is right. I didn't mean to do that. We actually need to go fight Erica. I do believe I beat everybody in the gym except for her. Aha. So let's do it. So the same thing, we are going to hit the X items. And paralyze is fine. We're gonna have to find a good strategy. These things are still wrecking me. Full protein, or full restore. We did it. That was close. Oh, I did not want to go grind more. All right. That's the second time I've done that. That's the third time. Heal up real quick. Back over to the Warden's house. Now I should be able to use Strength. There we go. And a rare candy. Perfect. So, Our Magikarp is sitting at level 69, almost level 70. Let us fly back to Pallet Town, and we're gonna head due south to Cinnabar Island. So inside the abandoned mansion or the burned down mansion, it's a relatively easy line to get to the bottom, to get to the secret key that you need to get into Blaine's gym, which always was a weird thing to me. I don't know why it's like that, but anyway, you go up the stairs directly in front of you, you come up these stairs. We are going to press this secret switch. And normally you can do this whole thing without a trainer battle, but we do have to fight this trainer here. Not for the reasons that most people think. We are going to pop a couple of X items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. Oh no. Just kill me. I didn't save before coming in here. Come on. There we go. We're gonna have to just faint. It's fine. It's my fault for not saving. Anyway, we need to fight that guy to get to the last, rare candy. Most people think that you need to battle him to drop down into the basement side of things. Oh my goodness. But that is wrong. Switch pushed. Switch pushed. Aha. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. We've got to make saves. Oh, repel's effect wore off. There we go. Quick little save, and let's battle this guy. 30 minutes. That took me 30 minutes. I had to give Magikarp a cherry berry to help with the paralysis, and I barely won. But this is the location of the 11th rare candy, and that is the only reason we needed to battle this guy. We could have done it without, because we come over to this side and fall down. Simply come around. We don't have to battle these guys. We may come back and battle them. This is an X item? No, that's Carbos. Yeah, I'm glad we grabbed that. And then the rest of the things that are in here is a couple of TMs and then the secret key, so we can go in and fight Blaine. I want to try to stay away from that guy. I do not want to fight him. Later on, we will go through and battle all these trainers and everybody that we have to, because we're going to have to do some serious grinding. I'm probably going to need to be at least level 80 before I attempt the rival battle next. But I don't know. We can go ahead and hit this switch. And we can grab the TMs. We can sell them. That is Blizzard. There is Solar Beam in here as well. And we can just get out of here. Secret key, Solar Beam, and do I have an escape rope? I do. Well, here we are at Blaine. We have gone through the rest of the trainers in the gym, and we're gonna try this. So, he has a Growlithe and an Arcanine that are going to do the attack drops. Throw out 3x defends. I don't know where I'm at with X attacks. He's got Roar. Ah. With our party mons put away, let's try this again. So, knowing what we know now, I think we're gonna pop a couple of X defense. Right? Try to make this Growlithe a little less intimidating. It doesn't matter. The burn totally ruins everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go grind more. 1, 2. You know, that's 4, that's 5, so we're only plus 4 there. Let's give it a shot. This is gonna take us down to plus 3. Yeah, I figured that. Let's try to muscle through this. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That was better. If we can get like 4 or 5 X attacks, because now we're back to 0 attack or whatever our attack is. This Growlithe is just smoking us. Anyway, when I started this whole thing, I thought that this would be a fun little challenge, and it was. It was fun. But now we're getting to the point where it's not fun. It's just a grind fest after grind fest. After grind fest after grind fest. Right? The burn is not a good thing. Oh. Come on, Growlithe. Work with me. 1, 2. RNG, man. RNG. It's all RNG luck. That's enough to kill these 3, but definitely not enough to kill the Arcanine. Yeah, I've done better than that. Because what I need is I need to use 7 X attacks in this Growlithe turn. There's 1, 2, 3, and have a low health, and then we could beat the thing. Which is funny because the rest of the gym was not hard. So I guess I'm gonna go spend the next couple of hours. See, we're only plus 2 right now. Let's see, what do I have in my bag, real quick? Let's give this to the Carp. And see if that does us anything. Might buy us 1 more turn. No. No, it didn't. And I didn't save like a genius. Because I like to do this, even though you're not allowed to use the X items outside of battle. It makes it so that when we go in here, that's the first item up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Killed me. 1, 2, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll be plus 4 when we do Arcanine. It wasn't enough. I need to be at least plus 5 when I battle the Arcanine, which means I need to have the max I can have with my X attacks. I'm gonna try this a couple more times, and then we're probably just gonna grind. 2, 3, 4. Dead. So technically the first X attack doesn't count, right? That just brings us back up to normal. So 1, 2, 3. Dead. 1, 2, 3. Dead. I'm seeing a pattern here. 1, 2, 3. Dead. Yeah. Yep. Oh, there's 4. Dead. Hours and hours of grinding. Alright, we're back. And I think I need to put the citrus berry back on. And then we need to use that. We need to save, and let's try this. I just gained level 80. So that brings us back up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at full attack. Now we're only at +5. Yeah. That was so much easier, but I'm extremely exhausted. I spent, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours just running around the grass. We did beat a bunch of trainers inside the mansion and stuff like that, but there's not many more that we can fight. And anyway, when we pop out of here, there's going to be another part of FireRed and LeafGreen that we can do. And what I love about these remakes versus any other remakes of Gen 1 is we don't have to do it. We can keep this thing specifically Gen 1. So he wants us to go with him to one island. You can tell him no. He will go sit in the Pokemon Center. As you see, right here, just kind of waiting for us. We don't have to do the Sevi Islands. I like that. You know what? Let me do something here. Move. Let's move you. There we go. So all of our mons will be like in this row right here when we need them. So the next thing for us to do, now that we have beaten Blaine, and we have, I believe, 8 gym badges, or 7 gym badges. Good, good, good. What does my time say? Let's just ignore that. Is we're gonna fly to Viridian. And I healed, right? I did. I guess we'll give the Everstone to Magikarp. The funny thing is, if I gain 8 more levels, I will have enough rare candies to just level this thing up to level 100, and I don't even have to worry about it. Oh, and that's what we get for pressing the speed up button. Too much. So now we have Giovanni's gym, and I think we're gonna do pretty good inside the gym. Giovanni himself is gonna be a little bit tricky, I think. I believe he's got a Rhyhorn and a Rhydon that we're going to have to battle. But first, more grinding through trainers to gain experience. Going into Giovanni's fight, I think we're going to have similar tactics to every other fight, right? While we're fighting the Rhyhorn, we're going to set up. We're going to set up a couple of defends, and we're going to set up 6 of these. I believe that is the max. And then we're going to hit him with some flails. Let him whittle our health down a little bit. And hope we don't die. Yep, Giovanni's going to use potions. I'm using items. It is what it is. Maybe we'll pop all 6 of these. So that that's done. And then we'll go through these guys. It's going to take a lot more for him to whittle our health down, but we do want to pay attention. Because we know Giovanni's going to hit a potion. Dugtrio's easy. Nidoqueen shouldn't be too bad. We did get poisoned. That was our last potion, which is terrible. Didn't see that coming. It's not going to happen every time we get the poison point effect from Nidoqueen. But Nidoking, we're probably going to get it, so Let's just do our best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it. Killed us. That's my fault. How many potions do I have? I have 2. I should be able to get through this battle with 2. Especially with dumping 6x defense and 6x attacks, making my Magikarp the strongest it could possibly be. Okay, Rhyhorn's dead. We're gonna go ahead and pop the potions here. This gives us a lot more health, and Dugtrio can't do much to us. And if we get the poison point here, which we didn't, it's gonna be fine. Nidoking's done. Last one, right on. No, Rhyhorn, I forgot. It's only in yellow version that he has a Rhydon. But there is Giovanni done, and all 8 badges are done. To get this far has been a challenge. And we run in... I was coughing a little bit, sorry. We run into another challenge now with the rival battle that is about to take place over here, this direction. Good news is, his Pidgeot no longer has Sand Attack, as far as I know. That has been replaced with Feather Dance, and if you don't know what Feather Dance does, it lowers your attack by 2 stages. So, this is going to be another one of those RNG-based things. There's no skill involved. What can you do? We're going to go to Cinnabar real quick. We're gonna buy some potions. I think we're good on X items. And yeah, we're just gonna have to try. I think we can get 10 of those. Yeah. We are very low on monies. We're gonna have to try. And just keep trying. There's not much that we can do against our rival. We do want to make sure, however, of course, we save and all those things. Our Pokemon are fully healed. We do probably want to put our Mons outside of Magikarp in the box. I'm unsure if Pidgeot still has Whirlwind or not. So we're just gonna dump those guys. And make one heck of an attempt here. Okay. Little save there. And there he is, the big bad Pidgeot. 2, 3, 4, 5, pop 6. Yeah. 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 This is gonna be a rough battle because we can get, as we just saw there, the 6 of those. We might as well hit a couple of X defense while we're at it. Pay attention to the death. Okay, that is fully up. We'll hit it with some tackles. Taking it down. Venusaur still one-shotted us. And this is why I set these up the way they are. I make them difficult. I have made this run way more difficult than it needed to be. It's already a difficult thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna pop all 6x defense. We're gonna pop. I wasn't paying attention. We're gonna pop all 6x defense, and we're gonna pop all 6x attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna hit ourselves with a potion. And I think this Venusaur can still take us out one hit. Yep. because the X defend doesn't give us defense against special attacks, and whether it hits us with Razor Leaf or Vine Whip, whatever it's got, I'm going too fast to pay attention to that. It's gonna take us out. So I have an option here. I can take this Magikarp and go get it 7 levels, and then use the rare candies that I've got to bump this thing up to level 99. And then we can utilize the final rare candy in Victory Road. And that's probably all we can do. Yeah, I don't see what else we can do. I could probably beat the rival if I paid attention in here and did like 4 X defends and then popped as many X attacks until my health is low. I guess more X defends to let the Pidgeot do some damage. And try it with a lower health. We still don't take the Venusaur out. We still don't take it out with 1 hit. So we would have to manipulate the way that we pop these defense, right? Let's do an X attack. We'll do a second one. We'll do our X defense. 3, 4. Yeah. Like I said, we can either level up possibly to the point where we're as high as we can get, or we can manipulate the X items until I'm so ready to be done with this run, but we could manipulate the X items to the point where we have a low health with the Pidgeot. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're at the point where we can't use any more X items. This Venusaur, man. This Venusaur is going to take us out unless we have incredibly low health. And the problem is, Pidgeot still has like quick attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Not enough. Back to grinding. Well, we're here. We level 98. I got Magikarp to level 88, and then I just started spamming the rare candies. I left 1 because we're gonna pick 1 more up. So let's hit a save and let's try this again. I'm honestly curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm honestly curious if this Venusaur can still one-shot us. Which I believe it can. Oh. Ah. Again, what we can do is we can pop. I'm gonna pop 3 X defense, and that's it for this battle. I'm gonna pop all the X attacks that I need. Then we're gonna hit tackles. Crap. Okay. We'll get to like half health and then do this. 2, 3. Save. Forgot it knows quick attack. 60 health. So I think with 6 X attacks and a low HP, we can manipulate the way Flail does its thing. And we can actually do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 X attacks and low health. Yeah, okay, so it is possible. We just gotta manipulate the way our health is. And if I wasn't speeding through this, I could pay better attention to the wing attacks that we're getting. 4, 5... Yep. Okay, so let's see what a wing attack does. So 205 to 168, that was a critical hit. 168 to 133, that was a critical hit. $133 to 115, so it does 18 damage. Unless it gets a critical hit. Is it gonna hit me with quick attack? Yeah. Ah, so annoying. So at the 120 health range, we're gonna start popping these. It's gonna put me at 14 health, which it's gonna use quick attack and kill me? No. Holy crap, we did it. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Oh, that was like perfect. But we can play with this a little bit, right? There's the 122 health mark. We'll hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll throw a 6th in for good measure. We're at 22 health. Hit him with the flail. Venusaur doesn't go down. Oh. Venusaur does not go down. So what I think we're going to have to do is we are going to have to 1, 2, 5, 6. I'm at the 29 health range. Okay. So we're gonna have to be at like 14 health that one time that we got there. And then 3, 4, 5. This is where he'll hit me with a quick attack. Yeah. Okay. We're just finding the limits. We're just finding what we can do. Let's hit one more X defend. It puts me at 24 health. Kills the Venusaur. And then I think when the Rhyhorn comes out, the thing we're going to want to do is hit a Hyper Potion. And then just spam Tackle. As our health slowly gets whittled away, it's fine. Gyarados comes out. Let's pay attention to things. It's still got a Growlithe. We took it out. Alakazam, one hit shot. There we go. Gary, I hate you. Oh. We only have 4 more battles, 4 major battles, standing in our way from being victorious with our Magikarp. What we want to do, though, is we want to grab our guys out. I don't necessarily need the Flyer, and I don't necessarily need Paris. but we got him anyway. Lapras is really the only one I need to go through Victory Road. I don't plan on fighting very many trainers. And I also plan on getting through Victory Road as quickly as possible. We're gonna get the other rare candy, and then we're gonna get our Magikarp to level 100. Now, what's funny is this guy's gonna ask us for the Soul Badge, right? The Soul Badge is the badge that allows you to use Surf. So this check right here is kind of silly, because we can't Surf anyway. So we have just a couple more checks to make. There's the Volcano Badge. Last one, of course, is the Earth Badge. And now we're in Victory Road. I do have a couple of Max Repels. We're going to use those because I am so tired of fighting things. And we do have to be careful with the speed up when pushing these boulders around. There we go. And honestly, this shouldn't be too bad. I don't think I have to fight too many trainers. You can. But like that one, we can go around. The other one, we can go around. And I do believe that the top Pokeball is Dragon Claw. And this one right here is our last and final rare candy that we can find in the game. We can now take our last two rare candies. Level 99. Level 100 with 49 base attack. Oh, we got a good defense. Special defense is garbage. And I can honestly take the Everstone off of it. We don't need it anymore. There's nothing we can do with it. And now the only thing left to do is get through Victory Road and eventually beat the Elite Four. There's no more leveling up. There's no more reason to fight trainers. Maybe to get ourselves, like, the Pink Bow? Or whatever it is to boost normal type moves. Maybe wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't think we can actually get one on FireRed. So, let us get through Victory Road, and I'll see you guys on the other side. So, armed with a level 100 Magikarp, we've done it. We've made it to the Elite Four. We made it through Victory Road. I can go back and fight those trainers if I wanted to gain some money. I'm sitting pretty low on money, but I do have 55x attack, 6x defense, 9 hyper potions. I think we've got 2 elixirs, 5 ethers, and a max ether, because we are going to need them for this run. I think summary. Did I already use the PP ups on this thing? Yeah, I used them on Flail, so we've used all the things that we can use, and now it is time to go fight our very first Elite Four member, Lorelei. Ice-type Pokemon. We're gonna pop 3. Alright. This is already beginning to be a pain in the butt. So we're getting hailed on. And of course, Cloyster knows Dive. She's gonna end up using a full restore. And she has a lot of bulky mons, as you can see. They're not really fragile to normal attacks. But we're just gonna have to play this safe, right? We're gonna hit our 5x attacks if we can. Hyper Potion when we need to. I believe that was the last one, yes. Cloyster also knows Protect, so that's annoying. I don't think we can kill the Slowbro, so we're gonna hit a Hyper Potion. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, I defrosted right away. That's good. Jinx. Again, I don't know. I probably don't have enough potions here. Ugh. So we're gonna need to go make some money. Let's pop a couple X defends. 2 is fine. Yeah, we can't brute force our way into this, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, this is just a stall battle if I've ever seen one, using Protect, using Dive. It is so annoying. Battle of the Wallets. Lapras. Let's risk it. Okay, can't take it out that low level. I probably should go make some money and fill up on X attacks and X defense and all of that, as well as some potions. Because honestly, without items, there's no possible way you could beat this. As you guys see here, we're getting obliterated. And this is probably the worst battle that we've had so far. With Freeze and everything else. We're gonna test this out. We're at a 200 power move now. Yeah. So I have two options right now. One, I could make a save state and never leave the Elite Four unless Magikarp dies, and we could progress forward with what I've got for items. Or we can chance the things and we're doing all right. We'll pop an Ether for Flail. No, here's my options. I could save right now, save state, be in the Elite Four, and the only way to leave is to die. Or we could continue on and just keep save stating and risk it. I don't know. I'm gonna make a save though for sure. Alright, Bruno is the one trainer that I was kind of nervous about because of the attacks that his mons have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His Machamp is going to prove to be difficult, and I think Hitmontop has Intimidate? So I don't know. Let's not use the defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got Mach Punch. So we can't use the same strategy that we used against Lorelei where we just went for it. And a lot of this is just kind of learning what the moves are, right? Like, Onyx really isn't doing anything to us. It's going to lower our defense a little bit. It's going to do some damage. We can throw up a Hyper Potion to get us back up. We can hit a couple of X defense if we want to. Throw out a Tackle. His Hitmonchan, however, is doing some damage. We're going to throw a Flail. Looks like they're all faster than me, or they have priority moves. Oh, so Bruno is going to be a pain, which is weird because his team is not very good. Honestly, you need... what? Somebody with grass or water moves? You know, to take out the 2 Onyx that he has, and then a Flyer or a Psychic type to take out the rest of everybody else? I mean, this is nothing but a stall match. God. Magikarp is just terrible. Oh, but we're nearing the end. Like I said, we might have to bail out of this, to get more potions. I don't know. My eyes are going cross from spending hours. Bye-bye. Okay, Machamp. I know this thing packs a punch. We didn't win. Oh boy. Yep. So the in-game timer says I've got something like 60, 70 hours, whatever it says in this game. That's inaccurate because obvious reasons. With the speed up, I think it speeds the clock up as well. So I've got actually less time than that in it, but I've got a lot of hours. And if I had to hazard a guess, it'd be somewhere around the 40-hour mark. Is where we're sitting. You guys are probably not even watching this far into the video, or maybe you skipped ahead. I would. This is a lot to watch. 52. Ugh. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is, unfortunately, I think we're gonna back out of these battles because I only have 5 Hyper Potions and 3 more Elite Four members to go through, and we're gonna use quite a bit of Hyper Potions on these. Getting our way through here. Obviously, it's a pretty set fight against Onyx. We just let him whittle us down and use some flails. When Hitmonchan comes out, we pop a Hyper Potion to heal us, a Tackle, a Flail, Hitmonlee, Hyper Potion, right? Tackle, Flail, Machamp, Hyper Potion, Hyper Potion again. He's got a Citrus Berry. Forgot about that. And he buffed himself. We win. Onyx. Gonna be another just whittle him down until we have enough, and boom. I am down to no more potions and very little X items. We could try to do this without potions, but I don't think it's going to work in our favor. And then we have whittled down quite a bit of our power points here with this. We can try to take on Koga, or not Koga, sorry, Agatha. Oh man, I forgot. I forgot. Fine, let's just leave. Oh, crap. So yeah, we're gonna want to get some potions and stuff like that. But we are going to have to whittle our power points down between Lorelei and Bruno to where we have very little power points, if any, going into Agatha's battle because she has 2 Gengars and a Haunter that we've got to use struggle strats on. So, I'm gonna go battle some trainers. I'm gonna get a little bit of monies. We're gonna go buy as many Hyper Potions, X Defends, X Attacks, have ourselves fully decked out, and then go back through the Elite Four. It's kind of the only thing that we can do. Let me see. Come on. Jeez, I got stuck on the chair. If we were to sell... I could sell every TM I've got. There's nothing I can do with these TMs, we might as well get rid of them. I've picked them up literally for this purpose. We could sell the Max Repel, we don't need it. The rest of the stuff we'll keep. And let's see, Max Potion. No. We're gonna get our flyer. Withdraw Pokemon, get Pidgey. Because I don't need Max Potions, I don't need that stuff. I need Hyper Potions, and I think they're a lot cheaper. Let's go to Cinnabar. They're a lot cheaper than everything else. Yeah, 1,200 versus 2,500. I can buy 29 of them. That's it. I mean... is that enough? I doubt it. How many items and what have I put away? Item stores, let's deposit the Everstone. Keep the antidotes just in case. That's all I've got. Okay, well. Well. Yeah, I guess. I guess I could swim and battle some of the trainers there. I don't know. We can go back through Victory Road and get some money. I don't think it's going to be enough, you know, for this. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness, goodness, goodness. So here we are. We have some Hyper Potions. We have some X Defends. We have some X Attacks. Still got a few antidotes, and the only other thing I'm anticipating is possible sleep in the Elite Four, but we have the Poke-Flute because this is a Gen 1 remake. So with my pockets full of items, all of my money is spent. I think I have like a couple $100 left. I have $136 left. We're gonna go through the Elite Four. Now, as we ran into at the end of the last clip, we're gonna have to be a little bit more wasteful with our Magikarp. We are going to have to let, you know, the Cloyster stall us from Lorelei to where we use up more tackles. We're going to have to maybe spam a few more against Onyx rather than knocking it out with Flail in Bruno's fight, because I need to go into Agatha's fight with 0 PP or very close to it. Our Gengar is going to spam Double Team. Whilst it's spamming Double Team, that is our chance to buff ourselves via X Attacks and X Defense, which honestly, Magikarp doesn't have a bad defense. It has a terrible special defense, and well, I think defense and speed are its only decent stats. The thing about Agatha is a lot of her Mons are going to use Toxic. So we are going to have to pay attention to that and use antidotes when we need to. A lot of her Pokemon are just stalled tactics. They try to poison you and then stall you out with Double Team. A couple of them know Hypnosis. Dream Eater's kind of a nasty move, but I'm not too worried about it. Arbok is going to intimidate us, so we're going to lose 1 point to our attacks. But if we have taken out both Gengars and the Haunter before we get to Arbok, which is unlikely, we could pop an Ether. And then moving on to Lance, Gyarados is going to hit us with Intimidate, and the only Pokemon that I'm really worried about of his is Aerodactyl, because it is rock, it is going to be faster than us, most likely. And if it gets the boost from Ancient Power, which I don't know if that's what it's going to try to use, we can run into some potential problems. Now, we have beat Lorelei pretty consistently, and Bruno. So I'm not going to bore you with their battles. We are going to run through those, and hopefully beat in Elite 4. Now, I actually managed to get here really fast. I only lost to Bruno once. His Hitmonchan got a lucky Mach Punch in on with a critical hit and knocked me out. But I also managed to beat Bruno rather, utilizing my last flail against his Onix. So, I do apologize for the speed up once again, but we have spent so many hours on this video, I could not have done it without the speed up. So, we're gonna buff ourselves. He's using, evasion, or double team rather. There's the poison. There's that. We're gonna pop a couple of X defense. 4's probably good, and we're gonna try to struggle this thing to death. We do have to pay attention to, like I said, the poison, and we're gonna go ahead and heal ourselves. Over half health with a struggle. Let's make sure we stay well within the range. That is why we bought all of these items. There we go. Arbok coming out to hit us with a Intimidate. Almost one-shot it with Struggle. That was a stupid move I did there. There is the Sleep. There is the Poke-Flute. Oh my goodness. And there is Gengar done. Let's be on the safe side and hit a Hyper Potion for Haunter. Okay, it's going for Hypnosis, Dream Eater attack. And there we go. There is Agatha, according to plan. First try. Nice. So what we can do now is go ahead and heal ourselves. We're going to need to do that. And then, it fully restores a selected move's PP, so we're going to use a Max Ether on Flail. We're then going to use the Ethers on Tackle to bring it back up to 30 PP, if my math is correct. There we go. So, I've got 2 elixirs and 1 more ether at my disposal. We are going to make a save. I'm pretty sure I can go through this door without any problems. It just runs us around. And Lance now, Gyarados is going to hit us with an Intimidate, and then I think it's going to use Hyper Beam for its move. So I think we want to start this battle by using X Defense, as opposed to the X Attack strats. So let's try it out. Let's see what happens. There's the Intimidate, so we're down -1. There is 4 X Defense. I'm gonna go ahead and use 6 total. And literally, if we didn't have items, this would be impossible. So now we're back to 0. That is 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. I want to get fully buffed before I take him out. I guess he's not really hitting us with Hyper Beam. Let's hit him with a Tackle. And a Flail. Take him out. Flail to take out Dragonair. Flail to take out Dragonair. I don't want to risk it. So we're gonna heal. I definitely did not want to risk it. What is it using? Outrage. That's why I didn't want to risk it. I mean, we're 2 away from beating this, right? We're gonna do everything in our power. I cannot believe that the X-Defend really isn't doing anything. That's 4 defends. Like, Magikarp is still getting obliterated. That brings us to the negative, or back to 0. And I don't want to use up all my Hyper Potions either. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That was close. 5 and 6. Gyarados is gone, Dragonair gone, and we know that this Dragonite is going to cause some serious damage. We just need to stall it till it gets confused, I guess? Oh my goodness, what do we do here? This is his crit. That's his ace, so I know he's gonna use a potion on him. So yeah, it's just gonna be plenty of rounds of this. There's literally nothing else I can do. Except have my HP that low, maybe? Fully buffed. Let's see what this does. We're gonna risk it here. We're at 7 health, so we're doing a lot of damage. Flail. 1 shot. Aerodactyl. This is definitely not going to be a 1 shot. I'm gonna make a cheaty save. Yeah, that's why. Getting past that Dragonite was a feat in its own, right? So let's just hit this thing with tackles while it does very little. It's kind of... Oh, he got the Ancient Power boost. This was the Pokemon I was most worried about, but his Dragonite was the one that actually caused me the most pain. And now we're getting all the potions... install tactics and everything else. And he's done. There we go. I know I did a cheaty save there. I know. But, had I not done that save, I could have beat him. I just don't want to go through this. We've gone this far, this long. And, yeah. We're going to use an elixir. On... Oh, that does it to all the moves. Okay, hold up. So... I'm just gonna use them up, right? There's no sense in saving them. We're gonna use our elixir. We're gonna use this on tackle. PP is fully restored. Hyper Potion, done. My Magikarp is as far as I can take it. It is level 100. We are fully healed. We have made it through 4 Elite 4 members. Here we go. The final one. I'm actually shaking. And I think this is going to be a lot of the same as our last time that we fought Gary. I think we're going to have to let his Pidgeotto whittle us down, but pay attention. Let him get off one more attack. Okay, we're gonna try something here. I'm gonna make a save. That's why I wanted to make a save. Flail. So, the moment of truth. Can I kill Venusaur level 63? I am 37 levels higher than it, with a 200 base power flail that I'm fully buffed on. I can. And that's how I have to do it. Outspeeding the Alakazam is possible. Nope. Oh. And this is what we're doing. We're just gonna do this again and again and again. There is a strategy here, right? We get to 2 HP, we kill the Venusaur, we come back into the bag, we heal ourselves, we hit it with a flail and it goes down. We go ahead and heal ourselves. It's lowering our speed, which is fine. But I'm worried about the Gyarados. I'm worried about the Gyarados and the Arcanine. He has a fully evolved Arcanine, right? They're going to be deadly. Oops. That's my fault. I'm gonna save at the Alakazam. Because we know we can get past Pidgeot. We know we can get past Venusaur. But his fully evolved Arcanine and his fully evolved Gyarados, they're going to intimidate us. We're going to drop to attack points essentially at that time. We got the flail before he killed us. How did he kill us? Future Sight. So I'm not faster than this, right? There's the Future Sight attack. Okay. This Rhydon's actually causing me a lot of problems, and it's quite annoying. But anyway, the 2 Intimidates aren't that bad. We can pop the X attacks again. Gary is playing with his money. We're gonna see who has more money in their pocket. The thing that's gonna beat me is going to be if I have to struggle my way to the end of this. Okay, there's 1 Intimidate. We are still +5. I'm literally shaking right now. He used another potion. We do have an accuracy drop from Pidgeot. Okay, Arcanine, his last Pokemon. Whoa! Tackle? Doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. We are now only +4 with our stuff, so let's go ahead and use an X attack. He burned me. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, we cannot let that happen. Let me redo this, because if I can get this off if it uses Future Sight, it's fine. We'll whittle this thing down and just keep messing with it. Ah. Alright, we're gonna start saving like at every mon now. Okay, here's the Rhydon. I just don't want to do this over and over and over and over again, right? We've made it this far. We've got to do this, guys. That accuracy drop from Pidgeot is annoying. And I forgot about the potions, that's why I went for one more flail. Okay. Gyarados. Kinda scary with this Hyper Beam. Let's go ahead and hit a Hyper Potion, and we're gonna bump our attack back to +6. It makes me nervous to leave myself at low health, when the truth of the matter is, I kinda need it. Okay, here's Arcanine, his last and final Pokemon. We're gonna do something since we saved. We're gonna hit it with a flail. Nope. It outspeeds us, right? Every time. So Hyper Potion, flail. We can't kill it with a flail, even at low health. Let's try that. Come on. Ooh, okay, we're gonna save because I'm either going to flail and die, yep, or I'm gonna heal. There was literally no strategy with this. Oh, the accuracy drop got me. Got him! Oh, man! Oh, man! Oh, no, 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 no. Exit. Here we go. No! That can't be. It can't. It can't be. You just got beat by a Magikarp, dude. Oh my god, people. Oh. I guess we'll quit with the speed up. Oh, since I left with Squirtle, yeah. Squirtle would have been easier than Magikarp. I can't believe that I did this. I can't believe that I attempted this. I started this run like a month and a half ago, and we have finished it. The ending was kind of lackluster. Really, all I did was spam potions enough to get off one attack. Magikarp is a very weak Pokemon. It does evolve into a beast of a Pokemon, and had we done a Gyarados run, we would have dominated this competition. Really, the only thing that would have stood in our way was electric types. Lieutenant Surge would have been a little bit of a problem, but... Oh, I've done this run with Shuckle. Shuckle is the Pokemon that has the worst stats of the entire game. It has the best special and regular defense. There it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, man. Anyway, Shuckle has the best base defense and special defense out of the entire Pokemon lineup, as far as I know, all the way to Gen 8. It has probably the worst stats outside of that, and I had less of a hard time beating the Elite Four with him than I did my Carp. But as the credits roll, and I do believe that this stuff is a copyrighted thing, so we are going to click off of this, and we're going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the struggle. This is probably going to be a pretty long video. I'm going to spend the next couple of days trying to edit this thing and get it uploaded. I know this is a one-off, but I wanted to do this together with you guys. It is possible to beat Pokemon with Magikarp, at least Generation 3, because in Gen 2 they changed a struggle from being normal to a typeless move, so we had that luxury. There are a few other Pokemon that we could try to run through FireRed with, like Feebas. Feebas is another one that doesn't learn any moves outside of Tackle and Flail, I believe, but it does learn TMs. So, if you guys want to see another video like this, let me know. Leave suggestions. I'm all about doing weird things. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, congratulations. You've got a lot more stamina than I do. As always, check the description down below for all the different ways to follow me, including links to Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. There's a link to the second channel there, as well as Patreon. If you did like the video, leave a comment, consider subscribing if you're new. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next one.